Hey, my name is Kyle Cummins. I was on Coach Tippett's first 3 teams at ECS. When I think about Coach, I think about humble confidence. The year before Coach Tippett got to ECS, we had won about 5 games, and he was coming off of several state championships at White Station. So I was intimidated. I didn't know whether he would think that we were beneath him. Nothing could have been farther from the truth. He invited each and every one of us into his office, got to know us personally, and for the rest of my career, I knew that Coach Tippett loved me. To Miss Nancy, we love you. We will always love Coach. And for the rest of my life, anytime I get the smell of a gym in the middle of the winter time, I will always think of Coach Terry Tippett.
Friends and family, my name is Tim Johnson. I'm an ECS graduate, class of 2006. And man, do I miss Coach Tippett. You know, he was the ultimate throwback as a coach, and anyone that knows my story understands that I'm not where I am today without him. And I don't say that in jest. I was a student athlete at Booker T. Washington High School, and many of the guys that I played with, none of them played collegiate basketball. Very few of them had the opportunity to go to college. Even fewer of them had an opportunity to pursue a master's degree, and so many other things that I've been able to do in large part were spearheaded by my time at ECS. And there is no time at ECS without Coach Tippett. You know, he was the olive branch. He was the guy standing there with open arms. He was the one that saw the potential in myself and saw the potential in my family. And he's the one that had a gut feeling and truly carved a path for me to become an ECS Eagle. And because I've been an ECS Eagle, it has sent my life on an unbelievable trajectory. And it all started right there in Cordova, Tennessee. So to Coach Tippett, every championship we've played for, I'm, becoming married, meeting my wife, my kids, you think back to what was the crucible moment, and it was him. It was him. It was the things he taught me. It was getting us to buy in a team. It was us chasing state championship for the first time in school history. And all the things we were able to accomplish and the bonds we built along the way, he was injecting us with the type of character that would sustain us, well beyond. But he was known for that, which is why I know today he is with the Father and in a place much better than this, because that is what he truly deserves from all the people he's impacted along the way. So to Coach Tippett, I am forever thankful, and I miss you dearly. My family misses you, but all our efforts from this moment forward will be in your honor. And I know you're watching from up there, so we're just getting started. I can't wait to make you proud, even more proud than you have been. But rest easy, and we will definitely see you soon.
Hey, my name is Trey Jameson, and I was a sophomore when Coach Tippett came to ECS. So I got the privilege of playing for Coach for 3 years. When I think back on the time that I spent with Coach Tippett and what he meant to me, I can't help but think about some of the lessons and the values that he helped instill in me, like hard work, discipline, preparation, paying attention to the little details that were so prevalent in our success on the court then, but are still prevalent in my everyday life now when I'm leading my company and the group of guys that work with me. And so for the time that Coach Tippett spent with us, I will be forever grateful. And we know none of it would have been possible without Miss Tippett as well. So Miss Tippett, thank you for allowing Coach to spend so much time with us and treating us like your own as well. We love you guys. We're so thankful for the time that we got to spend with Coach, and can't wait to see him again.
Very few people have had as profound or as lasting an impact on my life as Coach Tippett did. Coach Tippett was a man who loved the Lord, who loved his wife, who loved and led young men intentionally and excellently for decade after decade after decade. And he was uncompromising in his values, in his beliefs, in his pursuit of excellence, and he inspired hundreds, if not thousands, of young people to be the same, to pursue excellence and to do it repeatedly and to not be afraid of hard things. And I'm just so thankful for that. And I'm still benefiting from the values that he instilled in me as a young person when I got to play for him from ages 15 to 18. And of all the things I'm thankful for, I'm most thankful that I got to see a man live out his calling and live out his faith boldly and unashamed. And he did that well. He did it consistently. He did it faithfully. And I am better for having seen him do that, and I'm better for having played for him. So I love and miss him dearly. I love his wife, Nancy, and I'm thankful we'll get to see Coach again one day. So.
Hey, this is Barrett Jones. Just wanted to take a second to talk about what Coach Tippett meant to me. He had a huge impact on my life. I think I was one of the first football players that also played basketball that he loved. He had to work through the fact that I was going to play football the first half of the year, but he got through that, and he taught me so many things about basketball, but also about life. I think, one of the things I think about with him is he really cultivated in me paying attention to details on things, and he really would make sure we totally understood the fundamentals of both basketball and then we were doing things the right way. He spent so much time on teaching us those little things, and those are still principles that I take with me today. So I'm very grateful to Coach Tippett for investing so much in me, and I really, really miss him.
George Jameson, class of 2011. I have so many great memories with Coach Tippett on and off the court. I really appreciated Coach Tippett's leadership style, his ability to push us, to get the most out of us each and every day, to make us better men, not only on the court but off the court. And I took that with me into the Marine Corps, and I incorporated that same style to ensure that my Marines, I was pushing them each and every day to get the most out of them, to make them the best versions of themselves. And so I just really appreciated that. And Ms. Tippett, we love you. We thank you for all the support that you showed us for those years, sitting right behind our bench, making sure refs were making the right calls, making sure Coach Tippett was running the right plays. We love you. We're praying for you. And we wish you all the best.
To the great Coach Terry Tippett, I just want to say you will be greatly missed. You've had an impact on my life, not only on the court, but off the court as well. There are two things I remember while playing for Coach Tippett during those 2 years. Is one, Coach Tippett was no coward of hard work. No matter what time of year it was, no matter if you're sick, no matter if nothing's going right, Coach Tippett was not scared of hard work. Anybody that's ever known Coach Tippett, I'm sure, can tell you that. And number two, Coach Tippett was not only a great godly leader, he was a straight shooter as well. We got a lot of people in today's generation that don't want to hurt people's feelings, don't want to step on people's toes, don't want to speak truth, but Coach Tippett was not one of those people. No matter what situation he's in, no matter what circles he's in, no matter who's he's saying it to, Coach Tippett would always say what needs to be said and correct what needs to be corrected. And that just taught me, man, as a leader, it's good to be a leader, but you got to be a vocal leader. There's a difference in leading and not standing up for what's right. As a leader, we are called to stand up for what's right. And Coach Tippett taught me that through basketball. And that just really shows how great of a coach, how great of a godly man and a coach Coach Tippett was. He could teach you life lessons through the sport that he loved. Coach Tippett, you'll be greatly missed. But I know as of right now, in this moment, you are in the kingdom of God right now. And one day we will all be reunited together. And to Mrs. Tippett, I just want to say, Thank you for doing all the things that people may not have seen. Thank you for pushing Coach Tippett into the godly man that he was. There's a saying that goes behind every great man, there's an even greater woman. And I know that to hold true. So I just want to say thank you for that. And thank you, Coach Tippett, for the impact that you had on my life.
I played for Coach Tippett 2012 through 2015. He coached us hard, conditioned us hard, but also taught us hard. A lot of those teachings are still with me today. We won a lot of games those 4 years and made a lot of great memories going to different tournaments, as far as South Dakota in the middle of winter and Kentucky just about every year. He led us to become better men and, more importantly, better men of Christ.
Hey guys, my name is Walker Jones. Played for Coach Tippett for about 4 years. Man, what a coach. He was an incredible person, an incredible coach. Some of the things that come to mind as far as what he taught me, he really instilled in us a belief that basketball is about being unselfish and putting the team first. And I really learned a lot from him in that way. I also think that one thing he always focused on was the fundamentals, right? And just the importance of being good and being excellent at the little things. And then the third thing I think that he really taught me was just how to approach every day and work as hard as you can and work as unto the Lord. And I'm really appreciative that he taught me so much, and I'm going to miss him so much.
What comes to my mind when I hear Coach Tippett is his competitive stamina and how bad he wanted to win, not just for himself, but for the team and the guys that he was coaching. Another thing I think of is his brutal honesty and how he always told you what you needed to hear, whenever you needed to hear it, not necessarily when you wanted to hear it. He was a great mentor and, a great leader. And his wife, man, she was awesome too, man. Miss Nancy, my prayers are definitely to you and your family.
Hi, my name is Nick Bravos. I had the pleasure of playing for Coach Tippett for 4 years, and I graduated in 2009. Just a few years ago, I was asked to coach the 7th grade boys basketball team at ECS, and so of course my first phone call was to Coach Tippett, and he was willing to meet me for breakfast one day, and I was able to pick his brain a little bit. But not only did he come and he was willing to help a former player, but he brought a entire folder of plays, and most of them I'd already forgotten, and drills to be able to help out, and I was just grateful for him as a coach and what he all meant to us on and off the court.
Coach Tippett was to me the epitome of what it means to be a great leader and a great coach. He knew how to teach people, he knew how to motivate people, he knew how to unite people, and he knew how to do it using a vehicle that he loved, which was the game of basketball.
This is Micah Teed, class of 2007 and 2011. Played for Coach Tippett for 4 years. When asked about the words that I thought about him, what I liked most about him, there's too many memories come to mind. A couple words stick out. He's unique, he's family, and he was the package deal. He was unique. Coach Tippett was one-on-one. Nobody was like Coach Tippett. He was family because he forever changed who I was, made me a better man. So for that, he'll always be family. And he was the package deal because of Miss Tippett. She yelled at the refs more than I had yelled at the refs, and that's what I always loved her for. We love you just as much as we loved him, Miss Tippett. We miss you, Coach. But we'll always remember you. We know legends never die.